Hello my lovelies, hope you're okay. Welcome back here to Busy Bee Budgets, where we are on a journey through zero-based budgeting and cash stuffing to a bit more consciousness and a bit more, just being a bit more adult with my money. I think that's kind of where it kind of all comes to. So this is my week 3 cash stuff of February, so this is going to take me from the 25th of Feb to the 3rd of March, and I don't know about you guys, but January felt like the longest month ever. February is whizzing by. So yeah, this like week 3 will take me actually into March, which is just kind of amazing. So we're going to be stuffing 180 today. So I'm just going to pop that over there so I can keep an eye on it. And then here's the cash. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. But obviously the first thing to do is to go through my binders. Now, I said in last week's video that I was going to go for a no spend week, and I spectacularly failed, and I've probably had the most spendy week I've had in ages. And I was kind of thinking about this before I started to film the video, and last month I did really well. I was stuffing loads of extra every week. I was like saving, but I think a lot of that, thinking about it, was I was saving a lot for my food budget because my husband was working away and he's home at the moment. So, which obviously is lovely to have him home, but I think I'm a little bit disheartened, maybe, I guess, because last month it just felt like every week I had loads of extra money to stuff, and then like this month I am basically kind of running out of money like at the beginning, like midway through the week. So I think it's a combination of, obviously he's home and eating food, which, you know, is allowed as like a human right, isn't it, to eat. I bought quite a lot of clothes this month, and I think I did a clothing ban for a year, and I think I've just got a bit mad since I could buy clothes again. So I'm going to have to stop buying clothes. Everything I bought I loved, and I've been really much more conscious about the brands I've been buying from to make sure they're much more ethical. I have been setting myself the thing of putting stuff in my basket and then checking out 24 hours later. I've been using cashback apps to buy everything. So I've been as kind of good with the buying as I can, but it's still a lot of buying. So I've decided to stop buying clothes again. I've bought some stuff for like spring summer, so I kind of feel like I need to get back out of the habit of spending. So it's my birthday. Someone suggested this and I think it's a great idea. So I think I'm basically now going to do a Lent where I don't buy any clothes for the next however long Lent is. It's to like mid-April, isn't it? Which kind of coincides with my birthday anyway, so I think that would be like a nice treat. So I'm going to continue to stuff my clothes binder, but just not to buy anything. Anyway, so that was a very long introduction, but basically just to prep you for the fact that there's nothing in any envelope. So I've got nothing left in food, I've got nothing left in fuel, I filled my tank up with the £80, which pretty much took it right to the top, and that should be enough for the rest of the month. I've got nothing left in social. I have started having massages again, so that's kind of the reason that I've spent a lot out of social, because they're like £40 to £50 every time. Miscellaneous I've spent, giving I spent, fitness has still got 30. So what I'm going to do is take 10 out and leave 20 in there. And then that £10 is going to go to my envelope challenge. And then I have got nothing left in rollover. And then self-care. This was the extra money that I stuffed from one of my challenges. But I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 125. But what I've done is bought some clothes. I need to try them on today, and whatever I don't know how I'm going to send back. But basically, I think most of this money will go to the clothes that I do decide to keep, if that makes sense. So what I've not been doing is, as soon as I've bought something online, I've not taken the money out of my envelope, because then I've been returning stuff and it kind of gets a bit confusing. So what I decided to do was only take money out of this envelope once I decided what I was going to keep. I think that makes sense. So I've already kind of spent a good £100 out of this and all of my clothing money, which is in this binder maybe. No, this is my adulting one, so I don't think clothes is in here actually. Clothes is in this one, but I've spent, I think I've only got £12 left in, yeah, I've got £12 left in clothes. So, as I say, like once I've decided what I'm going to keep, then I will take the money out of the binders and send it back to my card. So although there looks like there's loads of money in there, probably not going to be next week. That's kind of the long and short of that. So let's do the envelope challenge first. So I'm doing a sort of version of the 52-week envelope challenge. But basically it's 44 weeks because I started late and I wanted to end at Christmas. And what I'm not doing is stuffing the amounts that are on the envelope. I'm just popping in some money every week, just to kind of get into that habit. And kind of a bit like, I don't know if any of you guys watch Budget Save Bro. She's like one of my favourite budgeters, and kind of this is what she's been doing. So that's what we will do. So we will put week 2 on here. We will pop this £10 in there. And then we will seal that up there. So all I need to do now is to colour in this. And when I say colour, I mean obviously very roughly, like colouring shopping. So that's that. So that is the envelope challenge done. So now I can get on with stuffing the rest of my money. Okay, so food is getting its usual 100. So we're going to do 20, 40, 60, 81. And what I'll do is I load up the Jam Donut app with a gift card for Sainsbury's. I usually do about £80 and then keep 20 back for anything top up in that spend of the week, so I'll do that. I'll leave a link in the description for anyone who wants to check it out. I've been really conscious with everything I've been buying, although I've been buying a lot online. I've always checked Jam Donut, can I get a gift voucher and get some points back that way. Going through Top Cashback for pretty much everything. If it's not on either of those, then my Cheddar app will kind of pick it up. So I'm trying to offset some of the cost, or at least collect cash back with every purchase. So that's fine. I like to do most of my clothes shopping online. I hate traipsing around stores, and like where I live, it doesn't have very good options. So so fuel's getting nothing. It's had its full 150 for the month. Spends is going to get 50, so that's 20, 40, 50. I've got another massage book this week, so that'll pretty much take care of that. And then miscellaneous is getting its usual 10. Giving is getting 10 as well. And then fitness is getting 10 as well. So I think the other reason, having a quick think about it, why perhaps I'm also feeling a little bit less, I don't know, confident or comfortable with this money journey is just in January I was selling loads of stuff, so I made about £500 selling stuff on eBay and various bits and pieces, and that's all kind of slowed down now. So I think probably in January I was feeling like loads of extra money was coming in, and I was also able to stuff extra money from my weekly, and February has just turned out kind of the other way, so I haven't really got anything really big left to sell, and also I've not really saved money on my food budget, and also I've bought all of these clothes, so I think I just need a bit of a reset. So I'm going to do that no clothes in Lent, which will I think get me out of that cycle, and I'm also going to go for a no spend week this week, just to see if I can kind of save a bit more from some of these envelopes, so just kind of taking it back to basics on that. So that is all. The only thing I was going to do was also show you some lovely happy mail that I got. So this is from the gorgeous Iris Budgets, and again another one of my favourite channels. I seem to show to open these, but I guess you've got so many. She's got a lovely thank you sticker on it. I wanted to get one of our Harry Potter binders, but they sold out in like 3 seconds. So while I was on her Etsy store, I got these lovely fully funded placeholders. You might have seen in my last video, I kind of made my own placeholders for the different denominations, but I just really like these fully funded ones, and I've got a couple of envelopes which will probably become fully funded next month, and I just thought these would be like a really lovely way to kind of mark that, and a bit of a splurge. So yeah, on top of clothes, the only other thing I seem to want to buy at the moment is stuff to do with budgeting, so I guess you probably guys understand that. Whatever, so I'm going to pop these in this binder just for I've got them in the other ones. I'm going to put them in the blue one because I think I haven't got anything in those envelopes. Yes, I've got those in here, and then hopefully next month when I do my sinking funds, I'll be able to use a couple of those and do whatever. I'm just going to put just a nice little so there we go. So next week will be week 4 of the Feb budget for me. But obviously it will already be March, which is just mad. And then I will also draw up my March budget. For those of you who watch regularly, you will know the ongoing saga of will I ever move house. So I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks I will understand if we're actually going to move in the next month or so, or if it's going to be there's problems in the chain and we might have to go back to square one in terms of the buyers at the bottom of the chain, so it's probably going to be another couple of months. So on the plus side, the longer I'm here, the better it is for my budget, because I'm popping extra money away, and when we move to the new house it will be much more expensive. So I'm trying to get ahead with all my sinking funds, and this binder which I showed in my last video is my sinking funds for annual bills for the house. So things like water, council tax, electric, gas, and house insurance. So yeah, that will all kind of start being stuff from next month. So the longer I'm here, as much as it's frustrating, and as much as I just want to kind of get on and move, it is kind of good to be able to start putting extra money away for that house, because it will be more expensive, and just give us more of a buffer. So we have over the last couple of months been able to put £5,000 into our rainy day fund, which just means that if we get into the new house and the new boiler breaks, or it's not even a new boiler, like new house, if the boiler breaks or we move in, there's like a massive leak or something that we've not spotted on the survey, we'll have a bit of money just to kind of, I can just raid it and not feel bad. And we've also got a £1,000 emergency fund, so between those two we've got a bit of a buffer. We'll also have some money to go into a renovation fund from the sale of the house, but until we actually do all the contracts, I know exactly where stamp duty is going to be and all the moving costs and stuff. I'm not quite sure exactly how much that pot will be, but I also know I've got that, so we will be fine. But it's just frustrating when, I don't know if any of you guys have had this when you move house. I'm not quite sure what money will be freed up from the sale, like how much we're putting down in the new house and how much we'll get back and stuff, but also really how much the bills are going to be in the new house. I've kind of guesstimated what I think they will be, but I might be out, and so until we've done, and also when we move in, the first month is always a bit weird, isn't it, because you're probably moving in part way. I know our mortgage payment will be, we might well have a bigger mortgage payment on the first one because it might be a part month and a full month, and similarly like water, gas, electric, all those types of bills. Until we're in, I'm not really going to know what our average kind of spend is on those. So lots up in the air, but budgeting is keeping me sane at the moment, which I think is like, you know, half the battle with this stuff, isn't it? I think it would be really easy at the moment for me to get a bit carried away and just be like, oh, doesn't matter, and yeah, kind of knowing that I've got some money coming and whatever. So I think it's just good to kind of stay on top of it all. Anyway, sorry, that was a real long explanation about moving house, which probably none of you really needed to know. But there you go. So I will see you in my next video, which will be week 4 of my February budget. I am going to try and have a no spend next week, and that's about it. So I hope you have a good week. I hope you're on track. I hope March budgets are going to be kind to you, and I will see you in my next video. All right, take care. Bye.